Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I am actually filming another video. So you might recognize the scene behind me. I just filmed, actually no, because this video is gonna go up before? No, this video is going up after. So yeah, you'll recognize I just filmed my philodendron collection video, and I've just been talking for like 3 hours nonstop, but I have so much to do still today that I was like, why not just make it into a video? So we're gonna do not a day of plant chores. I'm not gonna take you throughout the entire day because honestly, it's already kind of getting close to sunset. It is 3 o'clock now. We are not really gonna be out here. The primary area I want to tackle today is my plant room, and I will show you why. Let's give you a realistic peek really quick into my life at the moment. It's so funny because I always say like I want to start the new year off with a spick and span clean house, but it is a wreck. So let's just take you on a little tour really quick. So this is where I was filming earlier. My ball that is in Pudge's, he was not happy about this when I put my ball in his little what is this? His bed. Living room is kind of clean-ish for the most part. There's just like things I have to put away. I need to like redecorate this area. I'm actually thinking of, I'm sad about it, but I think I'm going to sell this plant or donate it because I think once Archie is on the move, we do not want him handling this plant. So anyway, there's that. Turning around here, my glorious in all its glory. Look at these big, beautiful leaves. I have the remnants of my little snack from this morning. I ate a really quick lunch mid-filming for my philodendron video, and I still have all of that there. Everything from cooking, still out. Need to clean the kitchen. It's actually not that bad. Over here we have my dog. Pudge, say hi to everyone. Say Happy New Year. I miss you. I love you. This is trash. All the things that we are going to be donating / putting in the dump. Oh my God, I cannot believe I'm showing you this on this channel. This is going to be half Vince's office, half Archie's nursery for when he moves out of our bedroom. I sold this one. It's just waiting to be picked up, and I'm gonna do like a trundle bed situation here. I think I'm going to sell this crib because it's a little bit big, and I think I'm just gonna do a pack and play, honestly. So lots of work to do in here. We took the TV mount out of storage yesterday because we're getting rid of all of this here. This is gonna be mounted onto the wall to save some space because I think this is where we're gonna park the stroller. Not excited about that. In here we have, are you showing them, Pudge? In here we have, oh my gosh, don't look at my messy bathroom. My philodendron gloriosum, which while I was filming, I found spider mites on it. So we need to give that a good wash down. Okay, a few things that we need to do. So I don't even know if I'll be able to do this all in one day. Don't mind this. I removed this from the frame it was in to replace it with something else, and my mom is going to be taking this from me. So cute. This is what my plant room looks like right now. We cleaned out this storage and it's just a mess. So I need to get this box filled with things in storage in here. Meaning I need to pull out this entire tent to get into there. I need to just find places for everything, get things back into storage. My salace is not doing well. It is dropping like flies. Look at, like, I picked the plant up earlier and all of this just fell off. So I need to repot that, get all of the plants back into here. It's just a lot. I'm stressed, I'm overwhelmed, and it's probably a bad idea to film today or to film this and not just like get it done by myself. But yeah, I think I'll regret it later when I don't have a Wednesday video. So anywho, let me kind of get like the tripod. I don't know where you're gonna be in this whole situation, but let me figure that out really quick. I'm going to start with washing down my gloriosum and spraying it with my spider mite spray, just so that while I'm doing everything else, it has time to dry on its own I don't know if the camera, oh there. Can you guys see the webbing? Right there. That is how I knew that it had spider mites. But you know, you've got my magic spray, so I'm not too worried. First things first, I need to get this light set up because you can't see anything. It's so dark. There's like dead leaves everywhere. Just random crap. I'm so overwhelmed. So overwhelmed. Okay, you will go here. Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna get in and out of here, but I'm gonna try. Let there be light. Oh. Now to get the color temperature right. It's hard to match it to my grow lights, but I feel like that's good. Okay, whatever. Okay, so I think the only place to start really is the closet, because without removing everything, I'm gonna have these boxes sitting in here. And I know that this is not very planty, but I just, in the new year, I wanted to get my plant room back in order because I feel like it's just been non-stop trying to figure out where everything is gonna go, especially with moving my office into here, which I haven't even shown you guys yet. So I will show you at one point in this video what my office looks like in here now. So, okay. Well, I guess you gotta come this way then. Dang it, that is where you'll live. Stay. I'm gonna try to not hit you. All right, let's turn the tent light off. I've just got to pull everything out. I would have loved if Vince was here, but he is not. Oh my gosh. I think I'm gonna eat after this first task because my stomach is grumbling. What was I doing? Oh, okay, wait, where am I gonna move it? I need space to be able to pull it out and put it somewhere. That's what she said. Okay, I can do this. I'm a little bit overwhelmed, but I can do it. Don't look at my butt. Will I regret not taking things out? Maybe, if it all comes crashing down. But if it does come crashing down, that will be the end of this video. I can promise you that. I kind of wish my tent was on wheels so I could just easily wheel it around the plant room. Oh gosh. Oh, something's getting pulled. Who is it? Oh. You're probably not going to get the best view of everything, but truly, this is the best I can do at this point. So, unfortunately, so much of this closet is taken up by something that we are storing for our landlords, which really sucks. And I wish we could give it to them, but one, we agreed to store one of the things because the apartment came with this chandelier that was just, let's just say it wasn't nice to look at. So I asked, like, can we replace this light if we store the chandelier for you? So I don't want to like go back on my word, but there's also like a huge box of like, I don't know, their old paint, their old light bulbs, like things that I feel like they should have taken with them, but they didn't. So it's taking up this whole right side top area, and the chandelier takes up the whole bottom. So let me show you what it looks like right now. So here's what I mean. This whole box is filled with the chandelier. That's literally half of the closet. And then all of this is theirs too. Everything in that box, all of these paints, all of this stuff. Like they say it's stuff for the house, for the apartment, but it's like stuff that we would never ever use. Like not in a million years. So kind of sucks that half of this closet, which is like prime storage space, is being taken up by things that aren't even ours, but you know, it is what it is. I really don't want to be a pain in the ass to my landlords. But anyway, in here is mostly camping stuff. So we have like our tarps, we have all of our like blankets for camping, our cooler for camping, you know, things like that. Extra chairs for when guests come over. Some of my old racks from here. But yeah, I just want to get things organized again because it's just not looking great. So what I'm hoping is that I can fit some of this stuff into here, into this big storage bin, and put it on top of that one, if that makes sense. Oh, and there's more camping stuff underneath here, so I'm gonna try and squeeze it all in so that hopefully my plant stuff in here is a bit more organized. I have hella towels in here. Hella towels in here that are supposed to just be for my plant room, but on what planet will I ever need 5 towels? So since I have a donation area going, I think I'll just keep maybe this brown one because it's in good condition still. Yeah, I think the rest can be donated, although I kind of like this color. Maybe I'll keep this color and donate the other one. Okay, donation. Feeling good already. I'm pretty sure there's stuff in this cooler, I think. Oh yeah. Our little thermos. I think I'll stick all of my tarps in here. I have this car seat cover that we used to use when Pudge would sit in the back seat of our car, but now he's just crated in the car, so I'm gonna donate this. Oh, and some leather. More racks. Gonna check out my old EXO door. I guess I'm gonna try and put this big bin into the closet. I know you're just staring at nothing right now. This is gonna be the worst video ever. Just turn it off. Don't even watch. And give this video a thumbs down. Please fit in here. Please. You guys can't see anything, but it fits. All right, I'm just gonna skip over all this. I've got 2 extra storage bins here. I can actually, in theory, stack more, but I need somewhere to put these, like, these shelves. Dang it. I felt Archie move. I was getting worried. I didn't feel him all day yesterday. And like I was spiraling, obviously. But I just felt him do like a little spin in there. Okay, you guys, I think we're looking good in terms of everything that needs to go in here. Now I have to clear the way again to move my tent back. Barnacles. splinter. I'd say for the most part, my plant supply area is still pretty organized from when I last organized it. There's just a few things that need to be put away. I can refill some amendments, but this top area needs some help. So I don't even know what's in here really, but I have this box that I was able to clear out from the other room that I think I'm gonna put things in. Oh, it's all my fish tank stuff. You know what? I'm gonna give all of this away. I don't need it. I'm gonna keep these though. I don't know for what. They're kind of cool. These little suction-y things. They're glow-in-the-dark mushroom looking guys. But everything else I will donate. I feel like I'm freeing up so much space. This is amazing. So what can go up here then? Because I need spaces for my poles. I mean, if anything, I could probably put my extra lights up here, but I don't know if it's gonna fit. Oh yeah. I guess so. Ah. I could probably even put my dang poles up there too. It's not gonna be fun when I need to reach for them, but for now it'll do. By the way, who watched the movie Saltburn? Who did? I've been seeing reviews on it and people saying, oh, this and this scene didn't bother me. Oh yeah, I wasn't bothered at all by that scene. What? That was one of the most disturbing movies I've seen in a while. I didn't enjoy it. It got really good reviews, but I did not enjoy it. I need to refill my fir bark. I feel like I'm constantly cleaning, like I'm constantly organizing in here. Why does it never stay clean? I don't understand. I'll be like, oh yeah, it's all set. Nothing ever needs to be done ever again. And then I end up like this. Like, how does this happen? I love the smell of fir bark. Oh, it smells like camping. I really want to find a new spot for some of these bigger vessels because I'd like to put more substrate in here. Whoa, 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 Merry Christmas. It's like I'm solving one problem and then creating another. I feel like that's like the theme of my life. Was that? Oh, okay. Masking, because this stuff is dusty. Got my tree fern fiber bin here, and I'm just gonna refill whatever's left in here. I actually thought I had more tree fern fiber. I feel like I'm missing a bag of it somewhere. Tastings refill. No! I don't know where my funnel is. much up here that I don't need. I said that I was gonna keep one bottle in case I needed it, but I have not used it since I said that, so I'm just gonna donate this to this is like my bag of decor, I guess. It has like all my wood that I use to mount things to, but I wonder if I can squeeze these all into a box now with the other stuff that I have. I have this box of just random moss, mushrooms, things that I decorate plants with. I think I can squeeze all of these things into here too. I always get a splinter when I handle these, so I'm just like paranoid. I don't know, I hate splinters so much. They hurt so badly. Whoa, 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 whoa. This one is likely not gonna fit into here, so I'll have to put this somewhere else. I guess I could just keep it on. Like, I don't have to put the lid on, right? And then I can shove this up there. OMG, so perfect. Everyone okay? What did I just drop? Oh, my huge bucket. I know. Wow. Looking so much better. Just extra random stuff that can go in here. I'm feeling so good about this. It feels so light in here. And then on this top part, I will put my water jugs. As such. And I'm good. Okay. So I think we're good in here. Now I need to move into these closets. So sorry if you're bored. I'm kind of bored too. Okay, change of plans, change of plans. I decided I'm gonna do, oh, you can't see anything. I decided that I'm going to do the organization of this cabinet instead on my vlog channel, because that kind of seems like an all-day project after I started looking at it. But now we're gonna jump straight into rehab mode, and I don't even know how this happened, but I went to go pull a dead leaf off and I realized it's the whole plant. Not really what I wanted to be greeted with on this guy, but honestly I should have known. It's been just doing so terribly. There is no hydration in these leaves. Look at, these should be rock hard. Yeah, this is my undulata. Very sad. Holy guacamole. The whole bottom, I went to pull off that leaf and the whole stem came with it. So I'm gonna sacrifice this leaf even though it's like honestly brand new. Oh, there's gonna be sap everywhere. And chop him off. See what I'm doing? I'm gonna chop this whole bottom part because I need to get some hydration into this bad boy ASAP. I'm gonna chop off some of these ugly leaves up at the top because they do nothing for me. And I am just preparing to be in sap central. Let's do that. This one is getting crispy. So is this one. So I think, actually, you know, I'm gonna chop this whole thing and maybe I'll even sell some, like I'll sell a cutting of it. Oh God, there's sap everywhere. So I'll sell it like these three together. I'm not really like hard pressed on having a big undulata. And then I'll keep this bottom cutting. I'm gonna get it into water straight away. I'm not gonna be callousing. When I do this method, I just try and keep an eye on it and make sure I'm not seeing any rot. I need to wash my hands. All right, so you go into here. and you go into here. Hopefully everybody stays where they're supposed to be. She's already not cooperating. To wash my hands again. Whew. You know, I should feel worse, but there's a part of me that feels a little bit of relief for some reason. So this one will be rehabbing. Like, there is sap everywhere. Ideally, I'd like to stick it in my tent somewhere warm, but there is no space in there. Why won't this go? Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's no space in the tent. There's no space in the tent. Stay. Okay, wash my hands again. Now we're gonna move on to my salace. I don't really know what the heck is going on in there, but I guess we're gonna figure it out. I kind of suspect that it could be the lack of light it's had over the last few months, I'd say. It's definitely not root bound. Could be root rot. Could have been because I forgot to water it once, but I don't really remember. I'm usually pretty good about watering this one, and it's very, very forgiving in terms of its watering needs. So this has kind of surprised me. I want to chalk it up to it just being winter time, but at the same time, maybe not. I'm not seeing roots falling off. I can still kind of feel like a solid root system down here. Doesn't smell rotten. She has me stumped. Something is saying maybe it was watering, but then at the same time, like, I don't remember. I don't see any mealybugs. Don't see any pests at all. I don't see root mealies. What's wrong with you? But I mean, clearly something was going on. I'm kind of thinking maybe I move this into the plant room for the rest of the winter, like you guys can see. So I had to add more lights to, I just broke this. I had to add more lights to my plant shelf in the living room because so many plants were rotting from a lack of light, and my Salace paradoxa, oops, was one of them, which was very sad. It's like literally I chopped off all the roots. I just started over. So it is in major rehab mode, and it wasn't even just the one Salace, it was both of them, but they were both getting very little light. So as much as I don't really want to have to make space for this Salace in here for the winter, for the rest of winter, I think I might have to. Okay, so it's definitely not root rot because I'm not seeing anything. You know, I really hate when I have situations like this where I just don't know. It's like, it's weird. Like, I'd much rather see root rot so that I like at least know what to do. But it's like, what was it? Like, that's way too many to have fallen off at one point for it to be nothing. Like, there's just no way. I'm gonna just continue with soil, continued with no drainage because it seemed to be doing fine in no drainage. I think I'm gonna chalk it up to light, and maybe there was like one time I forgot to water and like some of the knuckles just went way too dry. I don't know. I have no answers. Oh my gosh, I don't have enough soil, you guys. Effing heck. I only have my Anthurium mix, which has tree fern fiber, and I don't really want to use that. I suppose I don't really have a choice now, do I? Because this is all of the aeroid mix I have left. But yeah, I really don't find using tree fern fiber for non-Anthurium plants to be necessary. I mean, no, it wouldn't mind it and they would probably love it, but for the cost of the tree fern fiber, I'd rather much save it for the Anthurium, and not because I like Anthurium anymore than my other plants, but it's just those are a little bit more finicky for me. This plant is getting heavy. I mean, as much leaf loss as I've been experiencing, there's so much new growth up at the top, which is very exciting. Hopefully this doesn't fall out because it's really heavy. Oh my word. Oh my gosh, I'm a hot... What am I doing, honestly? Do you guys ever like rage at yourself? Like you have an idea in your head and you're like, it's not gonna execute right. Like it's not gonna work out. And then you just do it anyway. And then exactly what you thought was gonna happen happens. Anyway, I think I might, and this is, I don't know if this is a dumb idea, but I actually might move some things around. So I don't know if you guys noticed on my plant shelf in my living room, like the bottom shelves are basically like empty. Like there's nothing down there. I think I can move some of my smaller Hoyas into or onto that shelf. And then I can move some of these things onto here. And then that way I can fit things like my salace in here that are kind of like more in rehab mode. Because I don't really feel comfortable putting a rehab plant out in the living room. So here she is. Don't know if she's gonna like this or not, but I did what I could. Didn't see anything sus in there. Just mysteriously started dropping leaves. So yeah, I'm just gonna say lack of light. I guess what we can do now is move all of the Hoyas that are gonna move into the living room. They will make the journey there. And then we'll shift things over in here and see what can live in here. Before I do that though, look at how fun my Euphorbia balsamifera is right now. Oh, sorry. Look how fun she is right now. She's like twisty-turvy, going all the way 360. I think once spring comes, she's gonna move onto my south-facing windowsill. I mean, it could live there now, but I don't know. I feel like she's doing so well in here under a little bit more light and a little bit more warmth. But yeah, she's looking really bushy, and that's because I've actually been on top of watering this thing. It can actually hold on to these little leaves a lot longer if you constantly give it a source of water and not let it dry out. The second it dries out, the leaves just start yellowing and they fall off. But the good thing is that the yellowing is not an indication, like the yellowing leaves is not an indication of the plant not doing well. It just means, like, in, I would say most cases, it just needs water because they grow back so fast. Like, it can drop its leaves and regrow full like this in a span of like a week and a half. Like, it's very, very fast. But yeah, this guy is like really just turning out to be one of the coolest plants in my collection. So let me kind of show you who I plan to bring out there. And I should probably water at the same time because my Hoyas dry out so dang fast. We can bring my Hoya villosa. Uh-oh. We can bring this little guy, whatever his name is. They all have to be small-ish because the shelves aren't very high, obviously, and they won't fit. I think I can bring my Euphorbia, my ugly, ugly, ugly penis cactus, which, oh my gosh, I want to get rid of this so bad, but for some reason I can't. I don't know why. He won't let me let him go. This guy who I'm kind of tiring of, I really thought, I mean, I guess I don't know if I'm growing it wrong or I just didn't do my research, but I thought it was gonna grow little balls. Grow extra little balls, but it's just getting taller and it looks very weird and I'm not enjoying it. But again, another one of those that I'm just having a hard time parting with. My Dicaria madagascariensis has been in absolute rehab mode for ages now. This used to be way bigger and this is all I have left. But I'm just grateful for any kind of plant still at all. I think when Crystal Star Nursery, which is where my friends bought this, if they still have some, once they're shipping out again, I think I'm gonna grab another one because I'm just scared if I lose this one, like, toast. I will not be moving this into the living room. I think I'm gonna keep it down here. I can move my booby cactus, which is starting to grow now, but the growth is so skinny. She looks funny. It could probably use a lot more light. The cutest, fuzziest little Hoya Thomsonii can move there. I don't think I'm gonna trellis this. I think I'm gonna allow this to trail eventually if it wants to. Hoya Nova Ghost that is doing nothing in this world. Like, nothing is wanting to wake up. There's no even just even a glimmer of a new growth point. But I've had some Hoyas that were a single leaf for so long until they like finally woke up and did something. So I'm not quite ready to throw in the towel just yet. I mean, this one can probably live there. I think this is my chicken farm. I just don't know if it's too tall, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna cut this off though, because it's not really giving or serving. I honestly feel like the rest might be too tall, which is fine. I don't really intend to move all of them. Oh, I can move this little guy. Oh, I finally have a new leaf. On my Hoya SP Germany, I'll put him down there too. I mean, realistically, the Hoyas aren't gonna be able to live on that shelf for very long because of the nature of them just like running into nowhere, but you know, we'll keep it there for as long as possible. I think that's it in terms of the Hoyas that will be moving there, so I'm gonna kind of squish them all to one side and put some of other plants here so that I can fit my salace. I don't even know. Losing steam very, very fast. Okay, now we need to figure this situation out. By the way, I have resorted to putting one of my Soltech lights onto this tripod. It's the only solution that I have at the moment to be able to use both lights in here. I have one of them mounted on, not on my ceiling, but I have it mounted pretty high up near my desk. Oh yeah, I need to show you my desk. Oh my gosh, it looks so messy right now. So I have some plants that I took out to film my video. So I need to get them back in before I start moving things around. I guess it was just my Serpens and my Florida Beauty actually. Gosh, I can't believe how much this has grown, my Hoya Erythrina. This was like such a spur of the moment, like Lauren was just like, do you want a cutting of this? And I had never heard of it before. And it's just become such a cool little Hoya. I love it a lot. I think I'm just gonna like push everything kind of to one side. Oh my gosh, my Hoya Serpens. I feel like it's always like on its last leg, like always on its deathbed, and then it'll push out a bunch of growth and then it'll start dying and then it'll regrow. This thing scares the bejesus out of me. Oh my gosh, you guys, my Hoya callistophila again is being so naughty. Look, it's like fully rooted into here now, but it's like so crinkly and soft. Look at this. Like, she's hydrated, she has roots. What's the dealio? I'm so close to chucking these. And this freaking plant. I think I'm gonna chop this, you guys. This is like it's not working for me, this growth pattern. I have had a very short fuse for my Hoyas lately, and I do feel bad, but at the same time, I'm just like, I just don't get why you can't just grow normally. So I'm gonna stick this in water. It's not ideal. They're all very, very squished, but this is a temporary situation while we rehab some plants that need to stay in the plant room. Maybe my Summer Glory or my Gloriosum can go here. Can you guys see what? Also keep in mind, I'm not keeping all of these Florida Beauties. I'm only keeping one cutting. The rest are going to be sold. This looks like a hot mess. But you know what? We're in survival mode right now. We're not in styling mode. That is what spring and summer is for. Oh, I forgot about my serpents. Cockapoo. Alright, so I'm going to keep my Paradoxa there. I'll move this Summer Glory down. Wait, oh. I need my serpents. Got more props. Not ideal, but I think everything can now rehab in a way that makes sense in terms of light and warmth. I need to go get my Gloriosum, and my Glorious needs to go back up here. Okay. Okay, before I forget, this is my new office space in here. It actually fit a lot more perfectly than I thought it would. I really thought it wouldn't work, but it does, and I love working in my plant room now. Like, this just makes so much sense to me. I've said it before in other videos. I can't remember if it was on the vlog or on this channel, but I've never really aimed to have my office space look super aesthetic or whatever. Like, I just really need it to be functional, comfortable, and most importantly, I want it to be a place where I'm surrounded by all of the things that make me happy. So I have just a bunch of sort of like sentimental things, I guess. I'll give you a little peek at it. So I have little like letters that I've gotten from people, little like notes and things from my niece in Hawaii, pictures, old pictures, those are my parents with me, Vince with his afro, artwork, and little arts and crafts from Millie, you know, photo booth pictures, old cards. Of course, my Millie shrine, her first preschool photos, the last letter I got from my grandpa before he passed. Yeah, so just like random things. This is my birthday card from Amanda. I'm dead. So anyway, yeah, this is what it looks like now. It's really not, it's not much, but it's enough. Got my little heat pack here for my back, my little booty, what is it? Booty cushion. I actually need to get a better one, or I think I want to just get a more ergonomic chair in general. This one is nice, obviously, but I want one that's just like extra comfy because I am sitting here for hours and hours and hours all day long. So anywho, that is the office. Big grand reveal. I promise you, it's really nothing. I was gonna try and do a little bit more, but I'm starting to feel some aches and pains now, and I need to figure out what the dinner plan is. But I think the last thing that I'll do is chop up this philodendron Hederaceum var oxycardium variegated because it is getting very long. I want to be able to root and sell some cuttings in one of Lauren's live sales, maybe. I think I'll cut up to here. Can't tell if that's still too long. No, that's good. Okay, I think it'll fill in because we've got another strand here that's starting to come in, and even a third one that popped up at the base. So this one can be done, and then honestly, I'm just gonna chop these into single nodes. I don't love propagating single nodes of these because it's kind of, I don't know, I find it to be kind of difficult. I like to at least have one. Actually, here's what I'm gonna do. I don't want to sell single node cuttings. So I'm gonna rip off every other, as much as it pains me to rip off some perfectly good leaves sometimes. I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna chop it here, and each cutting will have 2 nodes that I'll root and a leaf. So this one will come off. I mean, I don't really even know what the demand is for this plant anymore, but I'm sure some people wouldn't mind it if it was at a good price, you know? I kind of wish that more of my props were ready to go, but some of them are just taking so long. I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll try and propagate this. These leaves are just so pretty. These newer ones. Let's chop off some of this. And then chop here. And then I'll leave this as the top cutting. So I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cuttings to sell. I'm gonna just let these callus up for about an hour. These ones don't really need a lot of time to callus. They callus pretty fast. And then I'm just gonna water propagate them. That's usually the fastest. I'm just gonna stick something that I am water propagating that has roots in the same vessel. I just feel like they talk to each other, whatever they're doing in there, it just makes things root so much faster. So that's what I'm gonna do. I think that's it. I think there might have been like a ripsalis or 2 that I've been propagating that are ready to move into a permanent substrate for the sale, but at the same time, I do not want to make more of a mess. I actually want to do the opposite and get the plant room cleaned up. So anywho, you guys, today was probably the worst video I have ever filmed in terms of plant chores. I feel like there were just a bunch of like things that were on my mind that I wanted to get done. I just felt like things were too cluttered in here. I still kind of feel like it's cluttered, but I'm gonna handle this in the vlog. So if you wanna see what comes out of here, how I organize it, I freed up a lot of boxes, so that'll be helpful. Thank you guys for sticking around for another Wednesday upload. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to give it a like, blah, blah. And I will see you in the next one.